Question for Jalen?
Yeah, I know you kind of had a late start to things, jumping in at that training camp already got underway. What's it been like for you, just kind of picking back up the speed?
It's been nice. Just tried to stay in the book while I was out, keep up with things, keep up with the coaches and stuff. But I mean, it's all good. It's nothing new to me. Working back in, trying to find out where I fit, just doing whatever I need to, 100% in. So.
Coming to the Raiders, can you just talk about your previous relationship you had with Tom Telesco and kind of how that influenced you to come here to the Raiders?
Yeah, sure. I mean, Tom is really kind of he's been real solid for me in my career. I was with the Chargers for 5 years, and all 5 of those years I have to thank for Tom. He gave me a shot, and battled it out. He kept me around, so I can't be more thankful to him. Can't be more thankful for this opportunity he's given me this year. So really love him.
What do you like about this offense and what he's doing?
I like it. It's real similar to what I'm familiar with coming from the Chargers. Like I said, I'm kind of finding my role here and stuff like that. Obviously, with the Chargers, I was a deep threat, kind of taking the top off, and there's plenty of that in the offense, and a lot of other similarities just from what I've done in the past. A lot of play action, and the run game is real similar for me, taking care of those safeties and all that kind of stuff. So it's not really anything new to me. So that's kind of helped picking back up as I started late.
You mentioned a couple times trying to find a role. What do you feel like is the best role to maximize your skill set?
I like to kind of Coach Bennett, EB. He mentions playing bully ball, and that kind of entails, like I said, getting down there in those safeties, being real aggressive in the run game. That's one thing I really appreciate, and I think that my skill set can bring. And also speed, a lot of routes that run, a lot of routes that you need to be where you're supposed to be on time, and so that kind of aspect, like I said, just getting where I need to be, opening up my stride and being able to roll.
Since you got here, I've been surprised at your downfield blocking. I didn't know that part about you. Do you think the toughness part of your game is underrated?
Yeah, I guess it depends on where it was rated. I will say that, as time goes on, everybody you keep plugging away at something, or you stay in an industry long enough, you develop more and more skills, and I do think that this year I have developed that. Personally, in my game, I've gotten a lot stronger than I was last year, and that I've been my whole career, a lot bigger and stuff like that. So, yeah, absolutely. I think that having grown as a player and in my physical prowess or what have you has helped getting down there, being a bully, being dirty.
When you see veterans, stars really, like Devontae Adams and Jacoby Myers getting involved in run blocking, from your vantage point, what do you see from that? And then how does that inspire, the guys that are up, role players as well?
Yeah, so me and Kobe actually, I think, came into the league together the same year anyway. And he was undrafted and I was undrafted, so I've always kept up with him, and seeing how he plays, even outside of the run game, is big inspiration. You know what I mean? Obviously, everything that Tay does as the guy that he is, anybody should be watching and kind of taking notes. So having those two guys kind of leading the charge is, like you said, big inspiration. Makes you wanna go harder. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Being in a new team, when you look at this wide receiver room, kind of compare and contrast, what are some things that really make this room different than anywhere else you've been?
Yeah, sure. I think that both of these guys here, Cove and Tay, and Trey, impeccable route runners. Obviously, with the Chargers, we had 13, but like here, like I said, everyone here is more than willing to play bully ball, get dirty, and take the top off, or run impeccable route, stuff like that. So the whole group, all three of them are extremely rounded out. So like I said, as a guy that's kind of working in, trying to find his place, it makes me want to kind of up my game in all portions, from run blocking to route running to getting deep, playing fast, and all that kind of stuff.
How much of developing all those other skills was just you taking pride in saying, I'm not just a deep threat guy, like, I can do a lot more and just want to prove that to people?
Yeah, it's a lot of looking at these other guys. Like I said, I've always had my eye on Kobe, and just seeing how he's developed as a player from year one to where we are now is more than inspiration. He's really come along. He's become a real smart player, real good route runner. Same with Trey. I think that for the most part, if you kind of get billed as a certain type of receiver, you kind of feel like the other things aren't as much of a priority. But like I said, with Trey and Tuck specifically, just seeing how they're able to use their speed, and Trey seeing how he's able to use his speed and incorporate that with his route running. Like I said, it just really makes you want to round your stuff out, round your game out.
You mentioned the 5 years with the Chargers. You know, obviously saw this rivalry from that vantage point.
Yep.
How not weird necessarily, but how strange is it that you're now wearing the silver and black?
Yeah, I've mentioned it a couple times. I think it's pretty cool seeing how we do things over here now, but knowing just where I come from and having seen these guys from the other side of the field twice a year, and seeing them kind of as like the villains or the bad guys or what have you. So I mean, it's just really interesting seeing how things get prepared here, how we work here, and then obviously just having that on-field kind of competition relationship with the defense. Now I'm in the locker room with them and kind of getting to know them outside of just trying to I don't know, what would you say? Trying to take them on every week and out run them, outpace them, block them as hard as you can, all that kind of stuff. It's nice to see the guys and how they get along.
Look, when it comes to the quarterback competition, how much of a factor is it on a receiver, whether how a ball comes out differently, what they're throwing? I mean, you guys have to do things differently if they have different skill sets behind center?
No, I wouldn't say so. I think with the offense that we have, it's you as a receiver, you just have it's on you to be where you're supposed to be. And I think in offense, any offense in general, you want to be where you're supposed to be. Everybody, all 11 guys, quarterback included. They have drops to get. They have places where they need to put their eyes and stuff like that. So it's all, ideally it works out kind of like a machine, and you can put, whoever's doing whatever role they're supposed to, from receiver to running back to quarterback, it's supposed to kind of flow seamlessly.
All good, guys?
Thanks,
Thank you, Jalen.
Thank you.